Hello, Gina, are you there? Hello.
Hi, teacher.
Hey, Gina, how are you?
I'm good, teacher. How are you?
Well, I'm having problems with my internet today. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
How have you
Maybe it
been?
was the communication.
Yes, that's right. Tell me about your holiday. How was it?
My holidays, they were great.
What do you
uh,
do?
this weekend I went out with my couple with for some ice cream
Okay, you went out with
and
whom?
no, I went out with him,
With whom?
my boyfriend.
Oh, your boyfriend, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. For some ice cream, and then we spent some time here in my my house watching films, watching films, and nothing, not much.
Okay, nothing in particular.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
what about yours? What about
Well,
yours?
let me tell you that I have problems with my. I just was really stupid. I went to visit my mother, and then I had some itching in my ear, my right ear, and there was something really annoying, and I wanted to use something to scratch my ear, but I couldn't find anything there. So my mother gave me a toothpick, and
What is that?
a toothpick.
Soup.
Yeah, toothpick is what you use to clean your teeth after eating,
Ah, yeah, got it, got it.
right? And I'm put it inside my ear, and you know what? It was I had an accident. I will show you what went on here. Hold on a second.
Sure.
Maybe you can see what I got. It's here. All right, hold on. Can you see this here?
Terrible. That's blood.
Yes. And after that, there was something that came here. Was a piece of ear. Look.
Oh my God.
So I went to the
How,
hospital.
how do you survive that?
Well, I went to the hospital, and then I was an ear doctor just saw me there, and was started bleeding and bleeding. It was painful, but after that, he prescribed some medications, and I'm taking those pills, and I have an appointment with the ear doctor.
And what the doctor said about that little
Well,
piece of
well, not. I mean, he's not sure about that. I must have another appointment with the ear doctor. It's going to be next week because I'm in Salud Total, and they
yeah.
settled the appointment for next week. So I have to wait for that time, and then my ear is really, it's really painful, and it's something that I can't stand. That pain is really
And, and,
unbearable.
and how do you use the headphones? You don't have problem with them with the
Yeah,
headphones
yeah, but I have to use them anyways. I can hear very well
on
this.
this side.
I only
but
this
not
side
too
and
far.
yes, exactly.
I had
Anyways,
a something like that. What happened to you? But it was when a piercing.
oh right.
Uh, I made a piercing, this
Uh-huh.
one here, and I made another one here because I wanted
Uh-huh.
to put like an arrow, here,
Mm-hmm.
but it went wrong. This it just get worse because they put a piercing and I got it so tight. It was eating my ear, so I had to
Really?
remove it. Yeah, I had to remove it, and they close.
Dang.
Yeah. Well,
That
teacher,
was that was
I
painful
hope
too, right?
yeah, it was
Hmm.
painful. It was so painful. I got fever. Yeah, correct.
Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, but thank God I'm so much better last week.
Yes, yes.
Teacher, I hope you get better soon.
Thank you.
I
Okay,
hope you get
Gina.
better soon.
Okay, tell me what you did.
What I did, well, the last class you told me that this class you're going to be the student and I'm going to be the teacher.
Right.
We were talking about the video you sent me, and you told me that I have to watch a video, and you gave me some tips I have to do. I have them right here, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, the first one is watch the video, and the second is of the 10 tips of the video you told me, find out which have I used so far. Yeah. So I watched the whole video and I find out that the of the 10 tips that appears on the video, the ones I have used so far are have right here. Number one,
Number one.
improve my vocabulary. Number two, improve my listening skills. Number three, improve my grammar, which also means to make good use of a dictionary. I have used that so far.
Do you have a
Um,
dictionary?
yeah, I have three dictionaries, and by the way, I have one trilingual.
Mm-hmm.
It has Spanish, English, and French.
Right.
It's really big. It's really, really, really,
And
really big.
thick too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the four, it was think and talk to myself in English, and that is something I do almost all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The five, practice with other students. That is something I have used so far. Other 10 tips of the video.
What do you practice with?
With some friends who talk in English. Yesterday I was in an interview for language and culture, and it was a really long interview with an English teacher, and it was great. It was really great. I practiced with them, so it's kind of hard find out people that talks the language and really loves to do it. You know, and that's kind of like a problem to find out the people who speak or the people to practice.
Okay, hold on a second. Gina,
Yeah.
you must make differences between find and find out. Okay? Find is when, for example, you're looking for something you lost, you find it. And find out means that you figure out something, you discover something.
Yeah.
All right. If you meet someone, you don't find this person out. You meet
I
this
find them.
person. All right. Good.
Thanks for the correction, teacher.
Okay. Good.
Well, I finished with this part so far. It was the two step you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the three step, it was of the 10 tips, list them which of them you can use easily. and I listen them just right here. I listen them. Can you see them?
Sure, I can.
I listen them
Mm-hmm.
just right here, and I list them, and I'm gonna explain you why I can use them easily.
Excuse me,
Well,
is there a parrot in the background?
yeah, yeah, are really nice. He's really noisy,
Yeah, noisy.
and he knows noisy, and he knows when we are talking with someone,
Right.
because he's stay quiet almost the whole day. But when he listen, or when we're talking with someone, he just start talking.
All right.
Yeah. Um, Galos. We were on the three step, right? Three step. Of the 10 tips, list them. Which of them you can use easily? List them, and these are the ones I can use easily. Improve my vocabulary, improve my listening skills, think and talk to myself in English, which is it's something like I do almost all the time. Think and talk to myself in English, practice with other students, and prepare in advance.
In advance.
In advance. In advance. Yeah. And the fourth is the fourth step is choose the one you use the most and convince you why they are useful to improve your English skills. So I suppose that you're a beginner English learning, and you don't know anything about the language, and you have you really want to know how to improve your speaking skills, your English learning skills. So I'm gonna give you some things that I use for
Hmm.
improve your speaking skills and your language learning skills. And these are the ones I use.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Improve my listening skills. If you want to improve your speaking skills, you
A
have
listening
to
skill.
your listening. Yeah, your
Hmm.
listening skills. Your listening skills. You have to be um. You no, you don't have to. You just have to get lost. If you want to improve your listening skills, you just need to improve your listening skills. Listening music, watching videos in English, watching films with subtitles,
Subtitles.
subtitles. Whether it's in Spanish or English or the language you want to learn. Uh, you also have to listen your pronunciation and compare. When you listen some words and you realize you don't pronounce pronounce them in the correct way, you just have to be aware of it and then get better on it. So you have to improve your listening skills.
Hold on a
Um,
second, teacher. You know what? I don't speak English very well, and I have some problems with my pronunciation because sometimes I mix up some words and I don't know how to pronounce them. For example, I'm writing some words here, and please help me out to find the best pronunciation because I got confused. For example, I have this one here and this one here.
yeah.
How do I
So
pronounce
if
them?
yeah, if you want to learn how to pronounce or to get better in the pronunciation, you have to learn the international phonetic alphabet because it helps us to pronounce a word correctly. Because it's a system for representing different sounds with symbols. For example, I just can you see this?
Exactly, exactly.
So this really gonna help you with that problem you have,
Exactly.
to get better in your pronunciation. So I think it is also um, a great way to improve your speaking skills. You have to learn the international phonetic alphabet if you want to get better in your pronunciation.
Okay. Could you please help me out with these words?
Well, there is a difference between feet and fit. You know that they can may sound the same, but they don't. They don't mean the same. You know, feet like your fingers of your feet.
Uh huh.
And fit is when you fit in some situation, you know, you just have to, and that's what I think you should improve your vocabulary because when you improve your vocabulary, you will know all these words and you will learn the best way to pronounce them. Yeah, and you also have to learn the international phonetic alphabet. It's really important. There's a difference between sheep, oveja, and sheep. There's a difference.
Okay, number one is sheep. Number two,
Sheep, sheep,
okay, number
sheep,
one is sheep.
sheep,
And number two,
and number two, sheep.
ship. Is there any difference with this one here?
Yeah, yeah, there is a difference.
Where's the
And
difference?
it's the difference are the vocals,
The what?
the vocals, vocales,
Oh, vowels.
vowels,
Vowels here.
vowels. Yeah, there's a difference to buy, um, buy, and buy.
Mhm.
It's kind of confusing because they all sound the same. Teacher, I think you're doing this hard for me.
No, I'm asking you because you told me that
Yeah,
it was like I have to learn, but I don't know how to
yeah,
pronounce them.
yeah.
For
You,
example, here I have fit and fit. Then you say ship and ship. But how about the other one, which is above vowels? It's chip. Is there any difference?
yes, yes. There is, but right now I can't tell you what is the
You
difference
can tell
because,
me.
yeah,
All right, because I found another one, which is this one and this one.
meat, meat, and meat.
Mhm.
But are you asking me about the difference of the
The pronunciation,
meaning
because I don't.
or the
No, no, no. I
pronunciation?
don't care about meanings. I would like to know the pronunciation because I don't know how to pronounce them. I have no idea.
So that's what I'm telling you. You have to learn the
Oh,
international phonetic alphabet.
so
You
I
know,
should
and
find.
I'm
I should.
aware, and I'm pretty aware that I also have to learn the phonetic alphabet because I don't know at all anything about the. I just find out all those exercise here, and I was practicing, yeah.
Okay, you don't know how
But
to.
how to learn the international phonetic alphabet? Yes, I know,
Okay,
but
good.
I have some kind of problem with the sounds of the vowels
Okay, when you have these two letters
right here.
together that I wrote down here, can you see them?
Yeah.
The sound is like E in Spanish. Iglesia, Indio, that's E. Double E in English sounds E, all right?
E.
Also this one here. For
E.
example, when I wrote here meat and meat, they are pronounced the same thing. Meat, meat. I need to meet you tonight. Please don't prepare that meat because we're eating out. That's the same
Yeah.
thing. Okay? When you have
And
this
I was
letter,
and I was about to tell you that, but I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I was about to tell you that it's the same pronounce, but it has different meanings and
no,
different
no, don't worry about
senses.
about meanings. That's why I need to improve my pronunciation because I don't know how to. That's what I wanted you to help me out. Okay? The other one is here is the letter I. When you see it, you pronounce it eh, eh. In this part this laptop here, I don't have the way to write those or to type those symbols, phonetic symbols, right? But when you see a, for example, this one here, the pronunciation is fit. It.
Teacher, could you please hold a second? My mom is calling me.
Sure.
Hold just a second. Aló, mami. Está con Sol. Estoy ocupada, mami. Estoy en una reunión de speaking. De speaking. Chao.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go on. When you have this word fit and the other is it, and this one here, the bit. You don't say feet, you don't say eat, you don't say beat. You say fit, it, bit. When you see the letter A, that's the pronunciation. Eh, that's not
Eh,
A, that's not E, that's
fit.
A, fit. If you want to see the difference, pronounce these words together.
Eat it.
You don't say eat it, you
Yeah.
say eat it.
Eat it. Eat
All
it.
right, you see the difference?
Yeah.
Okay, the words buy, buy, and buy are pronounced the same thing. The words two, and two are pronounced the same thing. The other sounds like you say SH and CH are pronounced completely different. But I just wanted you to help me out because I didn't know. I have no idea how to pronounce sh and ch. Okay? So when you have an English dictionary and you have the international phonetic alphabet, you know the pronunciation, the accurate pronunciation of words when you find, and for example, a word that you have no idea, you are completely clueless about the word. If you see, for example, this word stage,
Stage.
what is the pronunciation of stage? How about this one?
Stage.
How do you pronounce this word?
Education.
Excuse me.
Education.
In that case, D doesn't sound like D, like Doralba, Doritos, Dia, Duran.
Education.
It's G, G.
G. And
Edu,
how do you pronounce that
education,
word? Edu.
education,
Education.
education. Yeah, it's like this one
Education.
here. It's like this one here.
It doesn't sound like education.
No,
Your education.
education,
Education. Graduate.
graduate,
Graduate.
graduate. Yes, graduation.
So when we see a word that is with D, we have to pronounce with G.
Not necessarily. For example, you see this one here. You say day. You say day.
Day.
It's
Day.
every day. There are some words that maybe we'll have another session in which I can explain to you the use of those phonetics and those words, how to pronounce them. It's not easy at all. I mean, you must get the knack of it and get practice a lot to know how to pronounce them. For example, many people pronounce this word here. How do you pronounce it?
Dangerous.
Yes, many people pronounce it dangerous. If they say dangerous,
Dangerous.
they will understand it's dangerous. Okay,
Dangerous.
dangerous. How about this one
Dangerous.
here? This,
Focus.
huh?
Focus.
Excuse me.
Focus.
Okay.
Focus.
The first one
Yeah,
here
focus.
sounds faux.
Fo.
Faux. This one here,
Focus.
letter U is silent. You can pronounce them. U is silent. So pronounce the word. Faux,
Fo.
faux.
Fo.
Kiss.
Focus.
U is silent. You don't say focus. You say focus. Focus.
Focus.
Focus. Exactly.
Focus.
Exactly.
Focus.
You have to
Focus.
focus your attention
Focus.
on,
Focus.
yeah, yes,
Focus.
focus. You say focus. You have to focus your attention on the pronunciation of
Focus. Yeah.
focus. Okay,
Focus.
it's easy as long as you have this I
You're
G
not
A.
making it. You're not making this easy for me, teacher,
Excuse me?
because I think that isn't easy as you tell me it is. It's more complicated than I thought it would be.
No, no, it's not at
This.
all. It's not at all. Gina, what happened is that you are in the beginning of your career, but I've been living, I've been working with this language for many, many years, right? And now it's easy
Yeah.
for me, but you have to know that when you get the knack of it, when you get practice.
How many years have you studied the language?
Well, excuse me, when I lived in New York, I studied English there, right? Then I lived in New York, right? But then I decided to study more about how to teach English. Then I started to become an English teacher. I'm in the exercise, right? I'm doing this exercise. I try to help my students out to improve their pronunciation, improve their grammar, improve their listening skill, which is the most difficult. For me, that is the most difficult skill for you. Gina, 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 Gina.
Teacher,
I can hear you now.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
It was a problem with my headphones.
All right, I can tell.
Yeah.
I heard a motorcycle passing by.
Yeah, they post every day
Yes. Okay,
like a
Gina.
highway.
Gina, what is the most difficult skill for you?
Well, it wasn't until today the whole thing about the pronunciation.
Uh-huh.
I know, I'm aware that I have some words. I have a little problems on the pronunciation, but I wasn't so aware about the whole thing. So I really,
Hmm.
really need to focus on my pronunciation.
Focus,
Fo-
focus,
fo-
focus,
focus, focus,
focus.
focus.
La U no suena. ¿Está bien?
La uno suena, pero me parece como si sonara, profe.
No,
Focus.
focus,
Pero es
focus,
focus.
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 Listen, you have to
Focus.
pronounce the sound K and S. X, x, x. Focus,
Focus.
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 Exactly,
Focus.
focus.
Focus. Focus.
Fo. Don't say
I had to
focus, right?
focus in my
Don't say
pronunciation.
focus.
I had to
Don't
focus
say
in my
focus. Focus, yes. You have to practice it, all right?
yeah.
Practice it for next session. Okay. And Gina, it was, I sent you already an email. I think you got it. It's about the second session.
How to tell a story.
How to tell a story. Yes, exactly.
I watched the video.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was really useful.
Right. So you have to prepare it for next class, and I will
Yeah.
see you next Wednesday.
Teacher,
And
we didn't finish.
excuse me.
We didn't finish the activity.
No, what
So,
happens is that I have 5 minutes left, and I have to close this session.
well, teacher,
Yes. Yeah, I
can
can
I?
give you 2 more minutes. Sure.
Now I'm not the teacher. You are the teacher. I'm the student. So I'm going to ask you if this was a grade. ¿Cuánto me calificaría usted por la sesión?
Which sessions? Today's session?
This.
This
No,
session?
this.
I will send you a mail because
Lo que pasa es esto, es que, o sea, eso es lo que yo le iba a preguntar que no estoy segura. En las clases pasadas que yo tenía de speaking, la profesora venía y hablábamos en inglés, tenemos la sesión de speaking y ya nos dejaba assignments. Entonces, en esos assignments que ya nos dejaban, nosotros teníamos que hacerlas y enviárselas por correo. Y cada assignment que nosotros le mandábamos, pues ella las iba sumando para calificarlas.
Claro.
¿Sí me entiende?
Sí, señora.
Entonces, ella cuando le mandábamos eso, ya nos mandaba la calificación pues del assignment. Entonces yo le iba a preguntar cómo era con usted, si de pronto va a ser igual o si usted calificado una vez y eso.
Claro, lo que pasa, Gina, es lo siguiente, mira. Estas clases que estoy dando contigo
Sí.
son clases que son grabadas.
Ok.
Todo esto está siendo grabado.
Okay.
Entonces, al final yo cojo un ponderado, sumo todo, miro en qué, o sea, si cumplieron en realidad, porque no es, en este grupo no estás tú sola, están varios, pero nadie aparece. Entonces, en este caso, el tuyo personal, yo acumulo todas las sesiones y de acuerdo a lo que yo te he asignado, si tú lo cumpliste, yo te voy asignando una nota. ¿Está bien? Entonces, yo, por ejemplo, en la clase de hoy, yo tengo que asignarte un ponderado en cuanto a lo que fue pronunciación, porque aquí estamos hablando sobre, esto es speaking skill, ¿está bien? Lo que fue pronunciación, si preparaste el material, si no lo preparaste, si asististe a tiempo, si lo que se utilizó, las estrategias fueron las correctas, de la forma en que tú te desempeñaste como ella, yo te voy a asignar una nota. ¿Ya? Al final, por ejemplo, el 26, yo tengo que pasarte a ti un listado de todo lo que hemos hecho con tus notas.
El 26 de octubre.
De este mes, claro, de este mes te voy a dar un ponderado de qué es lo que hemos hecho. ¿Ya?
Okay.
Entonces yo tomo ahora, ya cuando un tiempo libre que no tengo, pero lo tengo que sacar, yo miro tu clase nuevamente, observo y ahí voy calificando. Ya ahora mismo yo no te puedo decir así, decirte, mira, sacaste tanto.
Sí,
porque no,
sí,
entonces
claro.
yo me devuelvo, miro, escucho, a ver si lo que se dice es coherente, si tiene orden de las palabras, la pronunciación, todas esas cosas se tienen en cuenta. ¿Está bien? Entonces, quiero que te relajes por ese lado. Hasta el momento yo he visto un buen récord tuyo. Hay que mejorar, pero, o sea, son muy pocas.
Sí.
¿Está bien?
Sí, teacher, realmente
entonces,
le agradezco
pues,
esto porque pues esto me ayuda a mejorar en ciertos aspectos de mi language learning. Entonces, gracias, profe, por su tiempo y por...
No, para nada. Bueno, entonces, ya sabes, prepárate el material y nos vemos el próximo miércoles.
Ok, profe. Usted va a hacer las preguntas, ¿cierto?
¿Cómo? No, ahí en la guía te está explicando qué es lo que vas a hacer.
En la guía del video.
Sí, en el correo que te mandé te dice qué es lo que tienes que hacer.
Ah, ok. Sí, ahorita lo miro, profe.
¿Está bien?
Sí,
bueno, pues.
Bueno, profe, muchísimas gracias.
Te
que
cuidas.
pase, bendiga, y que se mejore.
Dale, bueno, pues chao.
Chao, profe, que pase bien.